Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. The Immortality League friendly mode is out, and honestly, guys, it is too good to pass up. It doesn't take that much time, and the rewards are actually pretty sick. Even if you don't think you're going to be able to get all the wins to get the 92 Maldini, I honestly think it's worth playing. This is the mode that's taking over this game right now, and we've got to talk all the ins and outs about it. We also had an evolution yesterday that was honestly overlooked because of the new league mode. It's a 99 shooting boost evolution, and it might not be best used right now. It might be best to wait for some change. We're going to talk about that, and really, is there anything to look forward to today on a Monday content day? Let's get into it, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. We're going to start with yesterday's Sunday content in SBCs, which this was very overlooked too because of the new content in objectives. But firstly, we have another Foot Immortals icon here. It is Little Bro Zico, 5-star, 5-star. Of course, with Zico, you know you're going to get that. He's got the technical and pinged pass playstyle pluses, cam, center mid, good stats. This is the leaked card that we saw. No changes there. W dynamic image, I guess you could say as well. Good playstyles, got the finesse, incisive, tiki-taka, dead ball, trickster. He does not have a rapid or quick step. That, for me, at this stage of the game, is something that's making me going to pass on this card. He has good rolls as well, Strato Striker ++ and Playmaker ++. But man, 11 squads, the exact same as Sawa. Now, the squads are not as high rated, so the price of this SBC is a bit less. It's only 771,000 coins. But that, to me, is just not enough card to be crafting at the moment. Unless, like we've said with a lot of these icon SBCs, if you want the player, then I think you can go ahead and do this SBC. But if you're not super interested in Zico, or if that card doesn't make your team, then I think it's honestly going to be a pass. And now, for myself, with a lot of big packs from the rewards yesterday from the league mode and the end of the season, I just hit level 40, so I got an 87 × 15 on the way. I've got to make a decision. Do I want to craft Eusebio, Sawa, Zico, or do I want to just hold on to this fodder? That's the real decision that I'm going to have to make this week, as a lot of the bigger name icon SBCs that we had leaked have now been dropped. So that's my decision. I think a lot of you guys may be in the same boat, because that Zico and some of the other SBCs aren't necessarily the most exciting recently, but they are some pretty big name icons. Now, the other SBCs that we had yesterday were the refresh of the hero and the icon player pick. I believe nothing changed here with these. 1 of 3 for the icon, 1 of 4 for the hero. Maybe the hero was upgraded to 1 of 4. I haven't done a hero player pick in ages, just because I can't be asked to put my fodder into that. And same thing with the icon pick. After doing a couple of last week, sure, they were fun, but it's also a objective reward from the new league mode yesterday, so I feel like I kind of got my fix through that. Fodder prices have really not moved at all after yesterday's SBC refresh there with those heroes and icon picks. I mean, 87s are still 5K and 88s are still 7.3. They didn't change anything with the icon pick. They didn't really make it cheaper. I believe it's the same price, so fodder really is unmoved. Same thing on the higher tier of prices after the Zico. Not many prices moved there. That was all the content yesterday in objectives. I guess there was a little cheap challenge SBC here, Immortals Challenge 2, for a premium Electrum Players pack as well. SBC content in the moment, really just the content in general in this promo has just kind of been moving along. It's not anything super spectacular. It's just kind of there. But in evolutions yesterday, we did have something that was kind of special, because anytime you get the opportunity to boost a card up to a 99 stat, I'm always going to be listening. And it was the Golazo evolution yesterday for 80,000 coins, where you can take your player to 99 in the shot category. And it's not just like 99 face stat with some other stats not getting to 99. It's like a true 99 overall face stat, up and down. Everything is 99 inside of the card. I like the playstyles that it gives. You get all the shooting playstyles: finesse, power shot, chip shot, low driven, trivella, and you get power shot plus at the very end. Now, personally, this evolution for me is a W, as I mentioned, but it's kind of best for a player who might already have 2 playstyle pluses. Unless you're okay with Power Shot Plus, a lot of the cards that I'm looking to put this on, I don't know if I really want Power Shot Plus. Not that I really hate that playstyle plus, but I don't think it's as effective as it was in the early game. And honestly, I think I might wait on this evolution. This Hyunmin Sun, I don't think he's going to get a TOTS card, so I would like to Evo him at some point, but he's 90 rated. This gives him a +2 in his rating. I'm going to have to wait a while to even think about evolving him. So this is an evolution, personally, where if you have a chain that you can fit this into right now, I would say go for it. Like with the Dog Leash that a lot of people may be getting from the cup, you can even put him into the Golazo Evo, get him to 99 shooting, give him a skill move boost to get him to 5-star, 5-star, and then even put him to the 2 Eres Mi Idolo and get him boosted even further. Now, like, that's a pretty cool chain. If you want to use this very overpowered Kenny Dalglish card, even with 89 dribbling, he's still going to be very good in the game. Like, that's a good one. But then the same thing for this Sonny. I feel like I might as well wait on this evolution since it only boosts the overall +2. Like, you know, here's the Dalglish. If you put him into this, he goes to a 90 rated. This, just like some of the Hawk and Gladiator Evos that we have had recently, almost feels primed for something that you could use with a lower rated card or something you're going to try to boost up through a couple different evolution chains. I think this is a good Evo, though, for 80,000 coins. Again, anytime you can take something to a 99 stat, I will be there, right? And I think a lot of us like this for that. I like that it's max 90. I like that it allows some pacier players. It does have a lot of restrictions there. You could even put some midfielders into this. As I look into the club here, like Heaps, used to be known as Lindsey Horan before she got married, right? She's got 99 shot as a center midfielder. That could be pretty interesting. So even some more CDM type players. You got Gundogan, you've got the Lamine Yamal card that's sitting there. It's been in my club for a while. Savernier is more of a midfielder. It's a very interesting evolution, and I think it's got a place in a chain. I think it's just one that's going to be on the back burner for me for a bit before I figure out who is specifically going to go into that for me. Kind of a now or later type of situation with that evolution. Now, let's talk about the big content, the Immortality League. It was leaked, by the way, pretty correctly. I mean, not 100% correctly in terms of how this was leaked and how comparing to how it was actually released, but pretty close, to be completely honest. Now, I completed this yesterday, but I want to run through everything with you guys from start to finish because this is it's cool. I like it, but at the same time, I also have some issues with it. The thing that I was talking about a lot in yesterday's video is an unlimited game mode versus a limited number of games. And unfortunately here we have a limited number of games. You have 36 matches, and as you play those and win, you collect more and more rewards. So it's the same league sort of concept as we had during the fantasy promo, but it does require less wins or a lower win percentage, and the game mode is golden goal. But first, some of the rewards that make this mode the most appealing. Of course, you got the 92 Maldini here at the very end. This is what everybody is chasing for. He's got the center back alt position. He's exactly as leaked, and he's got good play styles. He's got the rapid and quick step plus. He's got technical, aerial, jockey. He's got the raccoon. He's got slide tackle, whipped pass, and pinged, and of course the intercept plus. And maybe most importantly, he's got defender plus plus and fullback plus plus as well. So a really good card there. I cannot wait to try him out. We got big packs though. This is really where it gets good too. 86-7. You have an icon player pick in here for 22 wins, and 86 times 5, and 84 times 5. You get the Mascherano little bro version there for free at level 16 wins. 86 double at 14 wins. 85 double. Dalglish at 10. 83 times 10. A hero pick. Like, you only have to win 5 games or 6 games, is it? No, it's 7. Where's the 83 times 10? You have to win 9 games for the 83 times 10. But all the packs that you get through that first set of 10 wins is honestly pretty solid too. Then you get into the next set of 10 wins and you get some even bigger packs in the Mascherano. Like, just like the other league mode, this levels up in terms of rewards. But those are really good rewards, guys. Like, it really is kind of worth your time to play, especially because this takes a whole lot less time than the last league mode did because it is golden goal mode, or first 2. Now, I've got 2 matches remaining here. I didn't want to gift those away yet so we can look at this mode and talk about it. I don't know if it was going to disappear if I would have played the last 2 matches and gifted them away since I've already completed it. I don't know. But the crazy requirement here with this squad is, and for this mode, is it's max 86 rated team. It's way simpler than the other requirements that we've seen for cups and for the previous fantasy league, right? We thought we were maybe going to have like max 92 rated, then a couple of 90s, then the rest 88s and 89s. It still works out to where you're using a lot of 88s, 89s, and maybe a couple of 90s, but it's just a max 86 squad. You can't use any bronzes or silvers. So the way to get a higher rating in your team is by using 75 rated golds on the bench. This is the team that I used. You can see here that I've got 93 Van der Sar on net. I've got a couple of 90 rateds, including Fermin and Mateus. I've got a very large amount of 89s. I think I have 7 of them, 6 or 7 of them in a team. Then I've got an 88 Bombito, and I have an 85 Adiemi, getting me to an 86 rated squad. And yeah, that's kind of how to best make the team. Now, there's a couple of ideologies when you're building out these squads. Do you want to focus on a better attack, or do you want to focus on a better defense, or do you want to have kind of a even level team throughout. That's the approach that I took. I went for a more level team, but guys, I will tell you this. Do not use a low-rated goalkeeper. You need a good goalkeeper, 90 rated or above. Probably the goalkeeper that plays in your main team is the one to go with. It's going to be better for you to sacrifice some rating in the rest of the squad. From what I found yesterday, 87 rated goalkeepers like Jan Sommer, 84 rated like Bono. I was easily winning in those games since this is golden goal mode because those keepers are just so far and behind the rest of the keepers in this game. And a card like this Van der Sar, he literally won me a couple of games yesterday making some saves with his footwork plus. So that is the biggest tip that I would give you guys, is make sure you actually use your higher rated players in the defense, because yeah, sure, these games sometimes don't take very long, but if you don't get kickoff is a huge part of this, which is really frustrating that it's so OP still. But if you do not get kickoff, you have to have a defense that can actually defend a little bit and make a tackle and win the ball back so you can go down the field and score, hopefully, when you have your first possession. So it's just very quick. That's the part that I do like about this. Again, I will say, I don't like that it's golden goal mode in a limited number of games, because golden goal mode is so random. Like, even yesterday, while we were going through our nice run of wins, so many of the games that I was playing, it just felt random. Like, one bounce is all it takes for you to lose one of these games or win one of these games. And then that could completely derail your whole Immortality League experience here. But it is very quick. Whether you win or lose, you're out and you're into the next game. I completed this whole thing yesterday, playing all but 2 of the games. So 34 games of golden goal, with a couple of breaks in between, in right around 2 hours, 2.5 hours. You can definitely split that up over the week. And I would say this too, if you lose like 1, 2, 3 in a row, maybe it's time to take a break. Stop. If you're trying to get the highest rank possible, take breaks and spread this out if you want to. You have all week to do it. It's going to be out until next, I think, Monday or next Sunday. So plenty of time. But I think everybody should attempt this, man, with the rewards that are here. Like, man, the group reward being an 87 times 5 as well. I mean, even if you're like Nate, I don't ever qualify for Weekend League. All I play is offline squad battles. Like, I think you could probably get 10 wins. Seriously, I bet you could get 10 wins. And why wouldn't you? For 10 wins, just playing a couple of these games per day, I think it's something just to do for fun with a different team. And it has that more fun aspect of it because it's different players. It doesn't feel that sweaty. Sure, it's competitive. And it is kind of annoying that the whole, kickoff boost is so important to get the ball first off of kickoff, right? But, like, it's just a different team they normally use, and it doesn't feel as sweaty because it's only a small portion of a full game. Like, I think I made it to the 80th minute in one of my games yesterday, but I really never made it beyond, like, the 20th or 30th minute in 90% of those games. So it just goes by super duper quick because it is golden goal. So it's fun to use a different team. The rewards are great. I would just say, just view this as something different and something fun to try, and don't count on yourself to like get the Maldini, or I feel like you have to get the Maldini if you know that you're usually not a Division 2 or 1 type of player who's gonna get to that card usually anyway. Just have fun with it, golden goal, and just see what you can do. So that is kind of my spiel about that. I think I've come around a little bit more to the mode since I did complete it. And since it did go pretty well for me yesterday, but man, again, I will still say limited number of games for golden goal feels a bit wrong. Those two things shouldn't go together, but it is kind of fun because of how fast it is. Now, let's talk about how it impacted the market. And as a lot of people are building out their teams, they want to use their high-rated players. I saw so many teams yesterday with people using their Strike Force 94-rated Evo cards and a keeper like Van der Sar, but yet they had 84s like Kyle Walker and Ferland Mendy in the team. Those are the cards, if you take a look at the market, that have gone up the most. Seriously, it's the gold cards. Like, if you go to the Index 100 here on FootBin, and scroll down to the cards that are up the most in the last 24 hours, gold Kyle Walker, gold Van de Ven, gold Rafinha, and gold Ferland Mendy. Those are kind of the major key cards that you see going up the most here because they're so low rated. Overall goes down if you put in the higher rated cards. With these lower rated ones, kind of saves your overall team rating. Makes sense. And they're still semi-usable for a golden goal mode, right? A lot of people want to have their highest rated attackers in and they skimp out in the defense. I'm telling you though, use high rated in the defense. I mean, this is how we saw a lot of the market move yesterday. I think one of the reasons why we're not seeing as much market impact in general from this new mode compared to the last league mode is because the last league mode was spread out over 2 weeks with 12 games given to us every few days. This is all 36 in a gold and gold mode, you're getting them done pretty quick, right? So cards like this Van der Sar, I played against him so many times yesterday. Most people I think had packed him from icon player picks or had an icon goalkeeper like this in the club. He spiked right after content. You saw a lot of cards that did this. Like, I think Gold Teo Hernandez did the same thing. From 140,000 coins, boom, up to like 160, 170. I think Gold Vinny even did this too. But then as you see a couple hours later, they just come right back down. There's not the demand is not consistently there because you don't have to play as many games with this team. Like, once you get it done, you're done. And since it's only gold and gold in 36 games, it doesn't take that long. So there was kind of a short-lived market impact to this. And I think that's actually going to help throughout the rest of the week. Like, I'm actually not super scared for the rest of the market right now. I'm going out here and I'm buying cards for flips and for trades and investments because I mean, I think the rest of the market's still going to do okay, at least for today and for tomorrow. I was saying in yesterday's video that I was worried to trade and I was worried for the market and thought that this new mode might hurt that because it would put a whole lot of pressure on people building these teams. But really, after seeing it kind of play out and pan out, gold and gold mode takes so little time that people are going to go back and playing with their main teams probably today and tomorrow. So I don't think you're going to see as much market movement. Now, I will say some of the cards that did spike yesterday, like Fermin was in a lot of the teams as a 90 rated card. A lot of people probably have packed him, right? Because he was very packable back then. But this is a card that like is potentially going to have some spikes today. I think I would look around the market still for a few of those players, even some of the little bros. Like yesterday, I do believe Mateus Little Bro had some pretty good movements. Like he was 33K, then he went up to like 40,000 coins. You can see he had a little bit of a spike there, but now he's kind of coming back down, and he's actually going back up a little bit again. He was 34K, now he's up to 36. So I could see some player movements like that. Some of the more hype what is it, like 90, 89, and 88 rated players. I could see more of those kind of moving up a little bit again today, but I'm not going to put a whole lot of coins into that. I'm just going to go back to the market and do regular flips and regular trading on meta main cards for the people who are putting in their main teams, to be honest with you, because I mean, albeit for some potential team of the season news this week. Yes, I said a team of the season. That's the next big thing that a lot of us are so looking forward to. That's the next big thing that's really going to impact the market. And until we hear the words or see any leaks about actual team of the season stuff, I'm going to go on trading as normal because, sure, we had a 99 shooting Evo that maybe hurt some strikers a little bit, but there were still some good movements on the market yesterday. I'm invested in a couple and trying to flip a couple of the brand new cards from the new promo team out of pack specials as well. We had the good Zé Roberto flip yesterday. I still have the Yap Stam and the Rudiger, sold the Ferdinand. So, like, I'm looking for just my normal out-of-packs quick flips. I think you can still do that throughout the rest of this market because last week was kind of the same thing. The content wasn't that spectacular. This week's maybe a little different with the league mode, but content wasn't that spectacular, and it was still a great week to trade. One last thing I will mention about the market, just because I'm trying to mention it every day, for those of you guys out there that want to make this investment, this is the most popular investment in the game right now, but it's also almost guaranteed money. Informs still under 10,000 coins or under 11,000 coins at 10,000 coins on bid are still a massive club stock. Again, try to make sure you buy some of those older promo cards from older Team of the Weeks and don't just focus on the current one, although I would stock all the current Team of the Week cards since they're so high rated and so cheap. But also like an 85 rated Ben Davies here, I'm going to try to throw another one of those in the club or on the transfer list because it just seems very smart to do so for all the informs right now in this game. Low rated, high rated, anywhere in between. Under 11K specifically for those seems very good to me. One thing I will mention as well is if you want to do a little bit more of a risky trade, you could maybe go in on some Immortal icons from Team 2. They did drop off a good bit yesterday. Wayne Rooney's 530. I picked up one of him at 510. A lot of these dipped. Billy's very hyped. Like, she is a very, very hyped card. Yesterday, she went from 130 all the way down to basically 100K. I wouldn't be surprised. It looks like she's already going back up a little bit. Wouldn't be surprised if some of these rise up a little today. Team 1 did pretty good last week on Monday for a few cards. So that'd be something to watch for today, too, if you want to make a quick flip on this market. So other than that, let's talk about today on Monday. What are we expecting? Because the league mode is kind of taking over this game at the moment. That's where all the hype is, or most of the hype, but I don't think it's going to be that long lived. Today on Monday means more upgrade SBCs. Of course, we have the 82 double, the 82 combo upgrade, which I'm going to hit a big set of these because I still have so many gold commons in my club. I think what I'm going to do is rinse most of the gold commons that I have into this because I've actually found that these are very nice. These are very good for collecting fodder, low rated and high rated. And I think I'm going to end up, oh, yeah, some of those cards are in my league team. Who cares? I think I'm going to end up doing a bunch of these because with the player picks they're probably going to drop today, they always require rares. And you get a 77 rated player in this 82 combo. You get one 82 plus and you get one 77 plus. And some of the 77 pluses that I'll get from this will probably just go into player picks. I won't rinse every single gold common in my club, but I just feel like this is a way to get rid of a ton of gold commons that you maybe have in your club if you're keeping up with the daily gold upgrades and that sort of small thing. So I would highly recommend doing some of these today before this expires. The 85 times 3, we've got one more day of that before that expires. I still have to do mine before it refreshes at content, and then we will have a new upgrade pack, of course, tomorrow and Tuesday. And the 84 plus Team of the Week highlights. I really didn't do any SBCs yesterday after content. We were so focused on the new league mode. But Mondays are usually quiet days, so a new player pick SBC today. Hopefully it's the 81 plus once again. And then speaking of the leaks that we still have out there, player SBCs. We've got Baresi and we have got Marcus Alonso. All of these other cards have been released now. It's crazy how we thought we were going to get like an SBC every single day. And then half of these cards ended up being in objective rewards, right? Luis Hernandez in objectives, Mascherano in objectives, Maldini. Of course, we had the other SBCs for other players, but it's really down to Baresi and Marcus Alonso for the cards that will be released as an SBC today. And it's looking like it might be kind of a slower week of content unless EA have any surprises. Now, one thing I want to mention real quick, back to the market, just looking forward into like actually Tuesday's content. One of the things that we've seen recently on the second week of promos on Tuesdays, we'll probably talk about this more tomorrow as well, is the guaranteed packs or the trade-in packs where you turn in 1 to 3 players of the current promo team, get yourself a player pick or a pack. I could see EA doing a player pick or a pack once again for Immortals. They did a player pick last week for Dream Chasers, or 2 weeks ago for Dream Chasers, and it was pretty sick. We really liked that as a trade in SBC. Now, I think a lot of us have one of these little bro icons already in the club. I mean, they're pretty cheap. If you really wanted to stock 1 or 2, I think you could. You'd probably want to go for the cheapest ones, which would be just, stock a Blanc, put a Zola in the club, and then maybe... who's the next cheapest from this team? Rooney and Zambrata for 19 and 20,000 coins. So not a whole lot of investment that you could make there. I mean, that's still unknown if we're going to get that pack or not. There's a pack that's actually added to the code that is a guaranteed card from the promo team. But I think at this point, we would rather have a player pick instead of a pack. And some of the packs code that we've already seen for the guaranteed Immortals cards have actually already come out in the store. I forgot to mention this in yesterday's video. I've not been staying up to date with the store packs as much because they really have not been impacting the market much at all. But there was one that was dropped on Saturday that actually did. And I do want to mention this to end the video. The 400k pack in here, that is a tradable, guaranteed, where is it? Immortals guaranteed grab bag. No, it's not that one. There was a 400,000 coin pack. Did it expire? No, there it is. Look how many freaking packs are in here. This is ridiculous. Tradable Immortals guarantee pack. This one actually did hurt prices from Team 2. We kind of looked at how a lot of prices dropped off yesterday. This was released 3 hours after content, and a direct correlation can be made with the graphs, and a lot of these cards absolutely tanking on Saturday. Sorry, not yesterday, on Sunday, but on Saturday. If we go to Buffon's graph, look, he's down, which is what you expect, but at 3 hours after content here, he goes from 405k, boom, tanks, all down to 330, 310, spiked back up to 340, and then, just dropped off all day yesterday. He was 290, now he's 300, so that's just something to kind of watch out for. This is still in the store. If it were to refresh, for those who had opened it, there maybe would be a little bit more tradable supply, so that's kind of something to mention. I don't think that happened during Team 1. Maybe it did and I missed it. Like I said, I've really not been paying attention to the store packs very much at all, but, they do impact the market, especially when you put out guaranteed packs from the current promo team. So we just sold the Jab Stam here, so that was good profit there. And we got a lot of stuff still invested, some out of packs cards, some in packs cards. I'm not expecting a whole lot for today on a Monday, but best of luck to you if you're going to use today to finish Weekend League, which is what I'm going to do since we played the league yesterday. And best of luck if you're chasing after the 92 Maldini card or maybe just some of the other rewards. I wish you the best of luck as you go ahead and do that. I'll be trying out this Maldini today on stream. Should be a fun one in Foot Champs. We'll see if it was worth the 25 wins. I mean, it was. To say that we have the card and we finally got that one done. We didn't get my con early in the year, so I'm super excited to have that one done. We're going to make some coins today. Let's have a good Monday, man. I'm not expecting much, as I'll say it again, but let's have a good Monday. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment down below if you have any questions. And, of course, subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys in the stream today. It's been TheFutAccountant. Have a great start to the week. Peace out.